I'm only 16 years old, and last year I got scouted to go on a professional football trial in a Spanish team in the second tier of La Liga, called Real Oviedo. After the trial ended, they invited me to come back for an entire year once I finished high school. And if you're watching this, you're definitely still in high school. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to go from playing school football to trialing in a club in the second tier of La Liga. But before I tell you exactly what I did, you probably don't realize this, but you're being lied to. Everyone around you, whether it's the people on the internet or your own family, have told you that becoming a pro footballer is statistically impossible. You've heard those nerds before, bro. There's an 0.0009% chance of you becoming a pro footballer. I'm only 16 years old, but I've proved everyone wrong. So here's what I did. Chapter 1. You need to meet the pro standard. To become a pro, there's only one factor you need to focus on. Because if you don't improve this, no club will ever consider signing you. Okay, to make you understand, let's put it in these words. Have you ever realized how basically all pros have leveled up to like this imaginary like standard? Every pro, whether it's Marcelo or Neymar or Messi, Ronaldo, Lamine Yamal, all those people, bro, they all have the same like close control. They all have the same touch from the sky. They all have the same dribbling abilities, except Lamine Yamal's a little better. But that's just my Ousmane Dembele. But all that aside, they're all good. Like none of them are bad. If you put Dembele in left back or center mid, he'd still play better than you. Because he has the fundamentals and he's raised them all up to the pro standard, which is what we're going to talk about. If you're trash, no team will buy you. That's common sense, you already knew that. But I can guarantee that if you're still in your school football team, you're the type of person who's thinking all these things like, oh, what type of football boots should I buy? What type of grip socks should I buy? What color grip socks? What haircut should I get? Should I get the Neymar haircut or should I get the Declan Rice haircut? Oh my goodness, bro. You lot are all so distracted. I just said, to become a pro, you need to meet the pro standard. And you're wasting your money on more football boots and more grip socks. If you want to become a pro, listen carefully when I say this. Every single pro, they do not focus on grip socks. They don't focus on boots. They don't focus on haircuts, bro. They don't focus on any of that. They only focus on the things that will level them up to the pro standard. One of the biggest mistakes that every high school footballer makes, and I guarantee that you're making this mistake as well, is that they binge watch football highlights and football full matches for entertainment. Now, the moment I just criticized watching football matches, your brain instantly disagreed. Oh, I can't watch my highlights. I can't watch Tottenham versus Man U in the Europa League. Why does it even matter to you, bro? Why does it matter? Tottenham won, okay? They won 1-0. Anyway, but like watching matches like that does not help you at all. You may think that watching pros will improve your positioning, your ball knowledge, your football IQ, but it doesn't. You've been watching these football matches for years, and look where it got you. You're not even a pro. You're not even close to a pro. You're still playing in your school team. So that's like the opposite of a pro. Instead, from now on, before you watch any football content, take a piece of paper, like this, and a pen, before you start watching. And what I want you to do is focus on one player. For me, whenever I watch PSG matches, I focus on Dembele. I literally imagine that I am Dembele. And I look at it, what he's doing, I'm looking at his positioning, his dribbling, his everything. And I ask myself, can I do that? Or do I need more practice? You should do this. If your favorite player is like Mo Salah or something, please don't pick Mo Salah, he sucks. Whatever, the point is, pick a player, imagine you're them, and then criticize yourself and your own skills. Can you do what they did, or do you need more practice? This is how you identify if you're at the pro standard or not. Let's go, boys. Chapter 2. Identify your current constraint. What area compared to the pro standard are you lacking the most? What area is your weakest link and affects your performance in game the most? This is what I like to call the current constraint. And yes, I came up with this myself and Alex Havosi copied me. Identifying your current constraint is the fastest way to make progress and level up to the pro standard. Why? Just imagine you're a farmer for a second and you have a limited supply of water. Would you A, water one plant a ton to ensure its survival, or B, water all your plants with tiny bits of water, and as a result, all of them die. The answer is obvious, but you're doing the exact opposite with your football skills, man. You're the type of person who says, oh, I gotta work on my around the world today, bro. I gotta learn how to do the rainbow flick today, bro. No, you don't, because that's not what's stopping you from scoring goals. Last year, my current constraint wasn't my speed, my stamina, or my physique. It was my dribbling. Basically, whenever I touched the ball, something would go wrong. I'd mess something up. And that's probably the same with you, bro. Because dribbling is the most common current constraint. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you're not Neymar, you're not Messi, you're definitely not Ronaldo. But I'll help you become them. Do this right now. Pause this video for 5 seconds and think to yourself, out of all my football skills, which one skill, if I maxed it out, if I improved it, basically if I yoinked it from the best pro footballer in the world, let's just say that. If you could yoink one skill from the best pro footballer in the world, what would it be? For me, it would obviously be my dribbling. I'd yoink that from Neymar. If you could choose one skill to take from a pro footballer, what would it be? Because I can guarantee that it definitely would not be the rainbow flick. So please stop training it and start training stuff that would actually help you get to the pro standard. This is exactly what I mean by identifying your current constraint. Chapter 3. Group training is a myth. So now you know, to become a pro, you have to focus on your current constraint and dedicate as much time as possible into improving that constraint. But how do you actually do that? How do you actually focus on a constraint? Like, what are you meant to do? Well, the biggest misconception that high school footballers, including you, have is that group training is enough. Group training is not enough, bro. Group training will never get you to the pro standard. You know why? Because it doesn't target your current constraint. Even if you did group training every single day, bro, it still wouldn't be enough. To become a pro, you have to do something else. I'm sure you can relate to my story. I've played football since I was 11. I used to be like Kid Messi, but then last year, I literally lost all my skills, even though I was still going to group training. In fact, I was training in this prestigious training club that raised up talents like Mitchell Duke, who played in the World Cup in 2024 against Messi. Yes, Australia got to the round of 16s. I'm just saying, we're actually pretty good as a continent. Not a country, we're a continent, mate. USA, you don't even know what's up, bro. You don't know Australia exists. You think we're upside down or something, bro. Despite all that group training in a club that raised up pros, I still didn't get better. I got worse. But now that I'm improving my football skills, I can say for a fact that you will never become a pro unless you do individual training. I know what you're thinking, bro, but what if my backyard's too small? I don't have the right equipment. I don't have time to train by myself, bro. I have schoolwork to do. I'm in high school. You literally sound like a baby, bro. And my response to that is, are you stupid? You and me both have the same 24 hours in the day. I go to school just like you, and yet I still have time to train alone. Imagine I gave you a magic pill and all you need to do is swallow it to become a pro footballer. You'd obviously take that offer. But when all you need to do to become a pro footballer is train alone daily, then all of a sudden you don't want to do it. Like, what's up with that, bro? So if you want to know exactly how to train alone, do this step right now. Go to 7MLC or Unisports YouTube channel and search up a YouTube tutorial on how to do your exact current constraint. For me, my current constraint was dribbling, as I told you before. So what I usually do is search up dribbling tutorials focusing on a specific skill from 7MLC, because he's way better than Unisport. I'll be honest, 7MLC is the GOAT, bro. Use him if you can instead of Unisport, but Unisport's the second option. I'll make videos in the future that go into extreme detail about any current constraint that you could have. Stamina, speed, dribbling, pace, any constraint that you have. But this video's purpose is to make you realize that to become a pro, you must reach the pro standard. And to do that, you need individual training. So subscribe. PSG, 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 PSG.